Hi, and welcome to Becoming Unstoppable Fitness and Weight Loss. We're your hosts, Lynn and Stephanie. We're just two ordinary girls who were born without skinny jeans. We fought hard to become fit and fierce, and now we're coaches. We get to share our passion for health and strength with others.
We started this podcast so we could help share the knowledge and insights that have helped many of our clients with an even larger audience. And our dream is to help you become unstoppable.
All right, today is episode 18. We have our special guest, Gabby, in the house. Thank you for joining us. Gabby, as you are aware, if you watched episode 16, is one of our mutual clients. She works out with Stephanie at F45 South McKinney. And then she became one of my weight loss programs about 6 weeks ago. She lost 13 pounds. She had a whole makeover internally as far as her mindset, her self-talk, the way her solution focus. She goes about life in a completely different way. And she said she just feels...
I'm feeling real good. Like,
real good. Her best self,
That's right.
Internally and, the outside appearance. You're absolutely gorgeous and tons of fun. Yeah. So today's episode is going to be why and how to eat your veggies for effortless weight loss results. So you may not know about all of the micronutrient advantages of vegetables, but we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to talk about other ways that it contributes to your weight loss, your permanent weight loss, and overall best life. So let's start out talking a little bit about micronutrients. Stephanie, can you give us the lowdown on micronutrients?
Micronutrients, there's two main types of nutrients, macronutrients and micronutrients, which we've talked a little bit about macronutrients in the past. Micronutrients are the vitamins and minerals that are inside of the foods that we eat. And veggies are loaded with them, so we need to be eating those. And I will say, before I started Lynn's program, I ate vegetables, but I was not a big fan of them. So I'm so glad I did it because it got me back into the groove of I do need to eat vegetables with every meal. There's so much good in them, and I know this. Why am I not doing it? Our micronutrients are things like potassium, magnesium, vitamin B vitamins, vitamin K, vitamin E. So all those things that we need, especially if you're someone that works out, athletes, we need minerals for sure. We sweat them all out. So we got to make sure we're getting that in our diet. And the veggies are going to have so many great impacts. And when it specifically comes to the micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals, that's going to make our body function properly when we're trying to lose weight and keep us full. And we get so much more out of a small portion of veggies versus a large portion of processed food when it comes to the micronutrients.
Absolutely.
So very important to get those on your plate.
Yes, and I love, Gabby brought up a really good point. She always eats her vegetables first, which I do not. I eat them side by side, take a bite of protein, take a bite of vegetables. But she came up with this genius idea of eating her vegetables first. And the reason I think that's genius, well, it was very effective for her, but it makes sense to me from a fiber standpoint that you would want to fill your stomach up first with the most fiber dense food. It expands, it absorbs water, it expands it, so then you eat less of the other foods.
Yes.
Or greater satiety. So
Yes.
So tell me, where did you come up with this idea? You just
I did. I just decided in the beginning of the program that I needed to focus on vegetables because prior to starting, I didn't eat vegetables. It's just, I just frowned upon them. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I decided, hey, let me make vegetables a priority, a focus when I'm eating my meals, and let me eat them first, and then I'll have, my protein. And it's honestly worked out for me. I felt so good physically. I haven't had prior to starting the program, I experienced a lot of bloaty feelings, a lot of funky feelings with the foods I was eating. Of course, weren't the healthiest, but incorporating vegetables and making them a priority has really helped me so much. Physically, I felt so good. I don't have any health issues, and I just got the top of my game.
Yeah. And your skin is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah.
It does such a makeover in people's skin when they start eating vegetables, because you are getting those micronutrients, and vegetables actually contain a lot of water. And we'll talk about this in another episode, I don't drink a ton of water. I probably would like to drink a little bit more water, not a whole lot, but I like to eat my water, and this is kind of a far out concept, but your vegetables and your fruit, I don't eat a ton of fruit, or hardly any at all, but they contain a lot of water, and that's the kind of water that sticks with me better. I mean, if I drink a glass of water, literally I'm in the bathroom like 3 times. It might be because my advanced age, no, I doubt it. But I don't need a lot of sodium either, and so maybe it just flushes out of me easier. But when I eat my water, it sticks with me a lot longer. So
I agree with that too.
You've noticed
it
that?
It definitely flushes out. Not sure why, but it's.
Oh, when you drink a lot of water? It's like, and then what's it doing to all of the minerals in you? I'm kind of like, is it diluting the minerals that are already in me? Do I want that? I don't know.
Well, then it's like we're taught you have to drink so much water a day or something bad will happen, right? It's very dramatic the way I'm saying it, but it's almost like you need to drink, I don't know, what is it, 8 glasses that's recommended? I'm not sure, but I don't think that I drink the full 8. I mean, I make it a priority to drink water, but I'd rather have it in vegetable form. Yeah. Like, I enjoy it more versus drinking water feels more like a task sometimes. Yeah. Like, oh, here's more water. So.
Well, I love your idea, and I'm going to start trying it out myself and putting that out there as a possible recommendation for future clients. And then what about prepping? Eating vegetables, I think part of our hesitation or part of the reason we don't eat a lot of vegetables is because we do not have easy access to them. It's so much easier to go in the pantry than to, cut up a bunch of vegetables and put them on a plate with some hummus or whatever. So what are some ideas that you guys have for prepping your veggies to make them easy as the chips in the pantry?
For me, outside of like bulk cooking a bunch of them together, I like to be very efficient with my meals. So this is like kind of a cop-out, but I find raw veggies that I just like to munch on. So a lot of times I'll have like a turkey meatloaf for lunch, and then I'll just have a bunch of baby carrots with that. And it works for me. It's easy, and I actually love baby carrots. I like them raw more than cooked, and I don't need anything on them. And I'm like, this is great. Like, I love these carrots. That being said, when it comes to I need more than just carrots, right? So getting like leafy greens and stuff. I like to make taco salads or fajita salads. Or a Greek salad, and I get arugula that I love, and then mix in other veggies with that.
Sorry to interrupt, but do you do like the arugula in a bag, or what do you do?
Yeah, it's just arugula in a bag, so I can just dump it out into my bowl and then throw everything else on there, and then I'm good. Or like in a fajita or taco salad, I load up a ton of pico de gallo, so I get the onions that I get some of my micronutrients from, and tomatoes, and cilantro, and that can like make up a huge portion of your meal. And when you're eating veggies, like, they'll fill you up, because you'll notice on your plate, like, it's a large mass, but you're still not getting a ton of calories, but you're still getting micronutrients and everything. So for me, it's taking stuff straight out of the fridge and being able to eat it from there. Other than that, cooking in bulk and like seasoning with stuff I like, and then being able to portion them out for the next few days. Because I will say I am someone that does not like to take the time to cook. So that's the most efficient way for me.
So bagged salad, roasted veggies, sometimes in bulk. Is that
Yeah,
what you're
if I'm gonna actually like cook them and roast them or anything like that, yes, I'll do it in bulk so I have them for the next few days.
Okay.
Because I do not like to dedicate a lot of time to cooking. But raw vegetables that I love, like I love to do baby carrots. Like I will very happily eat those with every meal.
Yeah.
But I can't just always have that. Or I like the cherry tomatoes, or I'll do celery with some Himalayan salt on it. Or like cucumbers.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone loves raw veggies, but there are a few raw veggies that I love, and I'm like, I don't even have to put any like effort into it. I can just grab them. So that's a good way for me to stay on top of it when I'm like, oh, I don't want to cook. Just eat them raw.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You could even get like a veggie tray. I'm thinking like Costco veggie trays are huge and economical, and you could munch on that all week.
Yeah. Or also, actually, I love to do this in the summer, like pickled vegetables, like onions and cucumbers, and then you soak them in vinegar, and you can put other veggies in there. I love them like that. Not everyone loves that, but I think it's delicious. That's another thing, very low effort way to get veggies.
That's a really good idea. Gabby, how about you? What are some ideas you have for prepping?
I have kind of a similar concept to Steph. I usually eat a lot of my vegetables raw, just because it doesn't require a lot of effort on my part. But usually my go-tos are like spinach, kale, arugula, cucumbers, or onions, tomatoes. Those are all that I really love. Or sometimes I will just take them all, because I'll kind of just buy them in bulk or in like in a mixed bag or something.
Okay.
And steam them.
Yeah.
For the week.
Okay.
And I can just eat them as
Why
I
not?
go along. And
Yeah.
that way it's just easier. Especially when I'm like, because I take my lunch to work and I can just don't have to think about it a lot and just put them in a tray and call it a day. But yeah, primarily a lot of my vegetables are raw.
Okay.
And I just throw like sometimes like some seasonings like lemon.
Yeah.
I've been liking a lot, just putting like lemon juice all over them.
Yes.
As like my dressing.
That's a great tip.
Yeah. And I really enjoy it. And I've been playing around with them a lot. There's some vegetables I don't like as much.
Yeah.
I'm like,
good to know.
But it's been fun. You kind of just test out, see which ones you like, and that you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
So.
Because it is good. We get in vegetable ruts, right? Like the baby carrots are always easy, and then it's like, I'm eating way too many carrots. And so it is great to get out and explore. I think that would be really fun. We were talking about as part of my program, we have like a dare of the day that we have on our daily log. I think it would be fun to do like a vegetable dare of the day. Like,
that sounds fun.
Yes, dare yourself to try a new vegetable.
Yes, exactly.
So I know like I've tried fennel, like just like the weirdest vegetables I could find. I'm like, okay, how do I make this? I'm gonna buy it and figure out how to make it. And like you said, some vegetables you end up not loving. Fennel was one of them.
Yeah, not a fan either.
But it's fun to explore. I did artichokes the other week. I had some at Seasons 52. Oh my gosh, they were so good. So I'm like, we can totally do this. So my daughter and I actually, I think she did it. She looked up the recipe and roasted the artichokes, and there's kind of a learning curve with artichokes, but anyways, we won't get into that, but it's just fun. It's fun to explore.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think next time I'll do the artichokes a little bit differently, because it's weird, like the outside part of an artichoke is tough and chewy, and I wasn't sure how to get to the part like I had at Season 52, because the inside is like hairy. Do you guys know anything about artichokes?
They're odd pieces.
I've never had an artichoke, but I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah.
So I'll see.
Yeah, well, check it out, do it the right way, and then let me know how to do it. No, I'm gonna explore the right way anyways, because what I had at Seasons 52 was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So for prepping, I do like every Sunday, I do a huge salad and keep that throughout the week. So I can have that for lunch, and then we usually have that for dinner too. And then I also do like roasted veggies, sometimes I'll do like a mixed roasted veggie tray in the oven, you know, I'll put mushrooms and zucchini and, you know, 4 or 5 different vegetables, chop them up on a tray. And then one of my friend trainers told me a great idea. She likes to put her roasted veggies on her fresh veggies on her salad with some protein. And so I've been trying that. It's delicious.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah. And then I love your lemon idea. I was somewhere recently where I was eating roasted vegetables and I was like, something's different about this. And it was because they had put lemon juice on it. So I think that's brilliant. I'm gonna try that. And then prepping, for the steaming, I have this Pampered Chef steamer. You just has like a lid. I'm kind of promoting it because it makes it so easy. You just put water and your vegetables in the microwave for 7 minutes and they come out perfect every time.
Sweet.
The lid has like little holes. I don't know. It's really a great
That's
idea.
awesome.
Yeah. So those are some prepping ideas I have. And then any other fun, unique ideas for we've kind of talked about a lot of them,
I
but
feel like my pickled thing is the most like out there thing, but I love doing that in the summer.
yeah.
Like,
So what do you
I
do?
think you try.
Is it regular vinegar, white
Yeah,
vinegar?
I use white vinegar, and then you sometimes it's gonna call for sugar, but I usually just pass on that. So if you like if you like pickles and you don't mind that it doesn't have the sweetness in it, which I like that like bite that it has, then you can just leave out sugar. And
so you just take
and put
whole
some salt.
cucumbers.
Yeah. Well, so you like cut them up, your cucumbers, your pickles, or sometimes you can do tomatoes, whatever you want to put in there. And then,
Carrots. You could do carrots.
Yes, carrots. Cabbage is good. I love doing red cabbage actually. I haven't done that in a while. It's very good. And then you just let it soak for at least 24 hours before you have it. And then you can just portion it out into different jars and have it as you go the next week, and it'll last.
That's a great tip.
And so if you like, and it's not everyone's jam, but if you do like pickled vegetables, it's something I actually love as someone that is kind of picky about vegetables. That's a great thing to do in the summer, and it's just easy because yes, you do have to chop the things up initially, but you can do a ton at once. So then you're set.
And they last a really long time.
They do last, yeah. So you can have them for like a couple weeks easily.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'd say that's probably if that's something you like, that's probably something some people don't tend to think of. So
yeah,
I like to do that.
very fun and unique. I like it. Does anyone know about blanching asparagus?
No.
No, I ate some of that blanched asparagus. Delicious. I have to figure out how to do that too. I think it's with water, but I'll check it out. Anyways, okay, so we got the vinegar thing. What about you? What are some fun, unique vegetable ideas?
I don't know that. I mean, I think they're fun, right? Like just
we just want to hear.
Like I just want to roast my veggies, But yeah, I normally just do that. I will like roast them or bake them in bulk too.
Just a little olive oil.
And then like salt and pepper, or sometimes I'll just do like other different seasonings just to make it fun or change the flavor.
Like what?
Like I'll do maybe like a chipotle seasoning.
Okay. That's a
I'm
great
feeling a little
idea.
bit, excited for the weekend.
Yeah.
A little spice, and a lot of lemon juice. And I know it almost like will moisten the vegetables.
Yes, it does tenderize the acidity.
Exactly. And I've been enjoying them so much more because of that. So that might be a good idea if they're tasting a little, because I don't like dressing. I'm not a big dressing person.
It's a good thing. Most dressings are not healthy.
And so I've just been using that as my form of dressing. So if you don't really like vegetables or you're in a rut, you might want to try that. And honestly, they're easier to eat too.
It's a great idea. But you always put the lemon juice on after you roast them?
After.
Okay. It's not a before thing.
Right.
I've cooked with it before though, on like broccolini. I really like it.
Yes.
And before you cook it, you get the lemon juice in there. I like that. But I have not tried it on raw vegetables, and I love I love that idea, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna try it.
I've been
Good.
using it on quite a bit of mixed greens, just those salad kits from the store.
Yeah.
I just eat them in bulk like that.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen a lot of kale on your log.
Yeah.
Tell us some good kale ideas. There was something you ate with the kale that sounded delicious.
I've been eating a lot of egg whites with kale.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
how do
it's
you
so
do it?
simple. I don't even cook the kale.
Okay.
I just rinse it, and I've been throwing lemon juice on it.
Okay.
And just like a
So
little
fresh
bit of
kale.
pepper,
Do you do dinosaur
um,
kale or regular kale?
regular.
Okay. And you don't buy it, do you buy it in the bag?
I actually buy that fresh, just from the produce.
Okay. So you chop it up. What do you do with the inside stem? Because my daughter was asking me, I'm like, I don't think you eat that,
I don't.
the vein, that
I don't. I
hardy
don't.
thing
I
that
don't
goes
use
through the
it.
middle. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could. I don't. I've never tried it though.
No. So I would
Yeah.
recommend that
Yeah.
for our guests at home too. Like stay
Yeah.
away from the stem.
Mhm.
And then you chop it up fresh, put lemon juice on it, and then
Mhm.
cooked egg whites.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
And that's it?
And that's usually my breakfast during the week,
Oh,
especially
brilliant. Yeah.
when I go into the office, because it's pretty straightforward. I don't have to put a lot of time into it, and yeah, just a couple.
And it's filling.
It is filling. Yes,
Okay.
I will say.
I mean,
And
awesome results.
I didn't think that I was gonna like kale.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't look like exciting, right?
Uh-uh.
To be
It doesn't.
honest, but
Uh-uh.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't take a lot for you.
it really doesn't.
She's
Yeah.
spicy enough on her own.
Yeah.
Her food doesn't have to be over the
That's
top,
right.
right? I love it. Well, I'm trying to think of like any other fun, unique vegetable ideas I have. Oh, I know one that I've been doing eggplant. So you slice up eggplant and you roast it, and then you can eat your burger patty. Like I do turkey burgers once in a while, and I eat my turkey burger in between two eggplant slices, and it's delicious. It goes so well with the ground turkey, and it's a way to get your eggplant in.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. So that's what we have for today on Veggies. If you enjoyed the podcast, please take a moment to rate and review it. If you have any questions or want any more information, we are happy to provide you with that. Our contact info is in the show notes. And if you enjoyed the podcast, please also take a moment to share it so more people can benefit from the information that we're sharing. And be sure to tune in next time for some more Becoming Unstoppable Fitness and Weight Loss.